Hello there. I'm doing some more investigation on Cube Hamster's brilliant tree eater machine. This time I'm looking at the layers that destroy the leaves. So here I've taken one section, so it's actually too high. So the circuitry that you see does two layers of pistons. Each cardinal direction has basically 6 double piston extenders. This one along here, which will extend along the edge, has a block on the end of 2 sticky pistons, and this is so that when it's extended, so when this is extended to here, it can power these pistons here, and then when this one is extended to here, it can power these pistons once they're pushed to here. So ingenious design to get all of the leaf blocks that can possibly be reached to give those saplings. So yeah, I basically cut this out of the tree eater. I've studied how it works, and I'll just show you what happens. So if I flick this lever, they'll all extend and all the leaf blocks disappear. Now the tricky bit to doing this is doing 2 layers at once. You can see that Cube Hamsters use these fence gates, which I would never have thought of in a million years. I just didn't realise that could help. But basically, I'll show you in a minute, but they can power pistons from an adjacent block to an adjacent piston. I don't think there's anything else like that in the game. So yeah, just getting the timing right and all that happens, and then everything retracts to allow the 5x5 area for more trees to grow. So I don't think I can improve on the basic design. So what I tried to do was just simplify it. So this does exactly the same thing, but it uses less repeaters. I can't use less pistons, wish I could, but can't. So if these sections are repeated rotational symmetry, so Cube Hamsters has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 repeaters per quarter, and mine has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you save for each one of these slices, you save 8 repeaters, and there's 6 slices to go the full 12 blocks that a piston can push, pushing the trunk out the way. So that's actually 48 repeaters that this will save. If it works. It seems to work for me. It seems to work reliably. I've put the leaf blocks in there to test it. So there we go. All the leaf blocks are gone. So yeah, it seems to work. It's basically doing exactly the same thing as Cube Hamsters. The only difference is I've just put the repeaters differently and used different timings. So I started with my own idea for doing the same thing. It wasn't working basically because I wasn't using this block here behind this piston. I was trying to get it all done from one feed of power into this piston. That wasn't working. Had a look at Cube Hamsters. Yep, he's got this here. The main difference is that I don't use this extra line and block to try and delay things. I managed to find just the right timing by putting a repeater in here. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. Save a lot of repeaters, because when you're building in survival, that's 3 redstone per repeater. So yeah, very happy. So let me just show you about the fence gate. Now, where was I testing it? It was up the top of one of these. Here we go. Yeah, so I just did not know you could do this, and Cube Hamsters actually used it here to get these pistons, so he can power this one. If you just put a block on top of it, it would have powered this one as well. Personally, I just would have dropped the power onto a block there, but maybe there's good reason for that I'm not seeing. But anyway, yeah, so there's a fence gate under there, and as you can see, it operates the piston, which is quite amazing. If I knock out the fence gate, obviously nothing happens. If I put a block there instead, nothing happens. If I put a block there, yeah, something will happen. So yeah, that without using the fence gates in these leaf destroyer sections, what happens is you can get either the top piston or the bottom piston to fire. The top piston's easier, but getting the bottom piston to fire just needs this fence gate. So yeah, it had me scratching my head for a while when I heard all these fence gates going off in Cube Hamster's Tree Eater. I was just like, what are they doing there? That's what they're doing there. So yeah, very happy with this. Slightly less resources. Now what I need to do is integrate it with the trunk pusher that I showed the other day. And what I've actually done is created a version here. This is slightly different from the one I was using or showing in my last video, in that I'm also now using a bud switch here, and the reason for that is so I can have the dirt block one lower, basically once you've got it one lower, you need this side for the soil, this side for the gravel or sand, this side to pull the soil away, and this side to actually pull in and push up the gravel to push the trunk. So there's really only one side of this block, which I'm going to put the sapling in, that's available. So the only way to detect it is with a bud switch. Now I'm going to need to adjust this to fit the leaf destroyer sections in. But let me just show you this working, the bud switch version. So it has the most annoying thing is if it gets out of sequence, then it stops working, and it'll think you've grown a tree when you haven't. But there you go. So this, right, let's stop pulling it up because I haven't got anything to deal with the blocks up there. But if I was to activate it again, it would just push it up. So yeah, I still have to do the bit over here, which actually packages all the logs away. But yeah, it had to use a slightly unconventional bud switch, same as Cube Hamster had to. So it's one where you set up a piston that should be pushing a block but can't because there was another one extended and in the way. And then until it gets updated by a block next to it, it doesn't realise that it can actually push the block anymore. The trickiest bit was making sure that while all the gravel was being pushed past it, it wasn't reacting to it. And then I actually use a piston here, which is unusual for me, just to keep the state. So you know, it reacts once and gets ready, and then the second time it thinks, right, I've got to push the trunk up. And this just is an edge detector to trigger the latch down here. The rest is all the same, just slightly reorganized. So yeah, I hope you found that interesting. Hopefully the next video I have will actually be putting this together. So yeah, basically I'm replicating what Cube Hamster's done. I'm hoping to have it use less resources so I can build it in survival slightly more cheaply. And I've also got a different idea for what to do with the logs after they've been produced. But I'll be showing that once I've finished developing it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much again to Cube Hamster for an amazing build that's really inspired me. Thank you. Bye.